We're going to be talking about everything that we can to try to steer the direction of Disney into more successful waters. Not just financial terms, but also culturally impact, just as Disney was when I was a kid. So the Disney parks. Now, the Disneyland parks, we're going to transform the way we're doing ticketing. And so ticketing, we're going to do away with FastPass, and we're going to do away with lines and upfront tickets. And so what this means is we're going to evolve the Disneyland theme parks just as the movie theaters evolve their seating. So we're going to incorporate reserved seating for a Disneyland ride. Now, access to the parks would be at an admission of, let's say, $29.99. So you could pay $29.99 to enter the park, but that doesn't guarantee you a ticket to ride because that would have to be reserved in advance. So for example, I go up to the Disneyland ticketing booth and I say, I want a ticket to enter the park. Okay, it'll be $29.99. Thank you. I get my ticket, $29.99, and enter the park. Now I have the ability to see if there's any rides available. Who knows? Maybe somebody didn't reserve for 3 o'clock. Oh, there's a 3 o'clock ride available. Maybe I could go and check it out. And so with the Disney reservations, we'll be able to reserve Disney park rides for guests who book ahead of advance. So you won't be able to book a month in advance, but let's say you'll be able to book a week in advance. So let's say I want to go to Disney World for a week. Great. And I make my plans to take the shuttle to the hotel, and I make my plans for the whole week. I enter on Sunday and I leave the next Sunday. I could book and reserve all of my rides that I would want to take. And now it will be limited, so you won't be able to, stock up on all the reservations and take all the rides and take it over and over and over again. And we'll guarantee at least 3 reservations per ride, so we'll be able to ride either in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. And that will be up to the consumer in the Disneyland reservation app. So you'll be able to reserve a Disney park, or you'll be able to reserve a Disney park ride at 2 o'clock afternoon. But if you reserve at 2 o'clock afternoon, then you're pretty much set. You can't really reserve again and again and again, because then you'll be abusing the system and then nobody else is going to have a chance to ride the ride. So with the Disneyland reservations, we give you the option to guarantee you a ride at a Disneyland park. And you could ride every single ride as long as you book it in advance and you reserve it in advance. See, the movie theaters had that issue and they evolved into reserved seating. And I believe that Disney parks can evolve just as much and create a reservation system for paid guests. And so we got $29.99 for upfront admission. That gives you access to the park for the whole day. So you can spend as much time buying merchandise, eating the food, and seeing the Disneyland experience, fireworks at the very end of the show. That gives you access to that. Now let's say you pay $79.99 for the ability to reserve a park ride, one of your choosing. And you'll be able to do so at different times of the day. But they don't repeat because if you repeat it, then the system can be abused by the consumer and then nobody else is going to be able to ride a ride. And so $29.99 for admission into the park, but it doesn't guarantee you a ride. $79.99 for entry to the park, but it does guarantee you a reservation to a ride. And then these prices can fluctuate or increase or decrease however the system works. This new strategy is not only pro-consumer, it's also pro-business. So it's actually helping our financial portfolio at the same time while reinvigorating the Disney fan base and also making just a better system in general.